Well, I'm back. Sorry about that. This is part two of the live. All I can figure is that it shut off because my SD card was filled up on the camera, and I was also saving this to the SD card, so that was kind of foolish. But I'm back with you live, and this isn't recording to the SD card. Trying to think where I was last I left you was probably with the workshop that was just recently had here. The new one that's coming up in August. I hope you'll consider that one, August 1st through 5th. Check it out on my website, billschwab.com. Yeah, and now the other thing is that we are at, and I might have said this before, but forgive me if I have, is we're at 6,000 subscribers, which is fantastic. And I never thought it would get to that point, and again, I have to thank you for that. But when I started this, I didn't realize how much it was going to take out of me to feed the beast, so to speak. And I really like doing it, and it's a lot of fun. But unfortunately, it really doesn't pay much. I mean, I am monetized now, which is great. And I thank you for that. And believe me, I'm not belittling this at all. But I tend to find out that I'm putting a lot of my energy into this because I really like doing it. But it is probably the thing that is the least beneficial to me monetarily. But hey, that's I'm not complaining. I really enjoy it. And but the thing is that I tend to want to feed this beast more than I do my regular work, and I'm having to do my regular work anyway. So, the darkroom is live right now. I'm doing some printing right now. I'm trying to fill some orders. What I'm saying is that if some of you have ordered something through YouTube or through the website, and I'm taking a little bit of time getting to it, it's just because I am having a hard time juggling everything at this point, and I'm getting better at it. I could really use an intern, but I don't really know how to go through that process way up here in the middle of nowhere. But I just wanted to tell you that, and I'm not complaining again, but I'm a one-man band, and it's a lot, so I'm doing the best I can. I guess what I'm getting at here is I'm kind of in the middle of a series right now where I'm working on an LED box, where this LED box is a great UV exposure unit, and I've been building it. It's a 3-part series. I've released 2 parts of it already. I'm in the midst of part 3 right now, but the video is still in making. It's a much more complicated video than the first 2 parts because I'm actually assembling the box. Now the box is done, and I've been using the box. We were actually using it. Oh, it sounds like a tree's gonna fall. We were actually using the box in the last workshop. It's great, and I love it. But I'm still in the there's a million edits in that video, so I'm still putting that one together. Stay tuned, it is coming. I haven't dropped the ball on that. So what I'm saying is that I need to keep feeding the videos. I love the fact that you're watching them, and I'm trying to do 1 a week, but it is pretty difficult for me to get to. And I'm exploring some other things, like maybe another video editor or somebody out there that I can ship the footage to, and they can do something with it better than I. I really don't know what's available, and I don't know how people that do this, that have thousands and thousands of followers and are always putting out content, I don't know how they're doing it. I mean, kudos to them, and kudos to the other people doing what I'm doing, the photography things, because it's a lot of work putting them together. So anyway, again, not complaining. It's a lot of fun. I'm just explaining to you why I'm not keeping up so well. So if you're looking to me once a week for something, if it's there, I'm really happy about that. And I'm trying not to just throw something out just to have it out there, or just to make something. You know what I mean? I want everything that I put out to be of some use, or at least of some enjoyment to you. And it's very fulfilling, believe me, to be teaching all of these different processes. I didn't think I'd be doing all of this, believe me, but I love doing it, and I love the fact that so many of you are responding, and so many people are doing this, and they're picking up on it. I was just speaking with Christina Anderson the other day, the great Christina Anderson. She's wonderful, and she is the guru, my guru, as far as all of this goes. She tests all the papers and the different processes, and she's written all the books. Believe me, check out all of her Focal Press books. But anyway, I was speaking with her the other day, and I was talking about how the word is now spreading, and how 3 years ago or 4 years ago I was in France for a big photo festival there, and I had brought some of my gum over platinums to show people, and they kind of, people liked them, but they were just a little bit stunned that I was doing something that harkened back to an older age or something like that. And I don't think they really saw it. I think they thought that I was trying to recreate something from another time, which is really not what any of us, I don't think, are trying to do. And it was kind of wild. I mean, out of the 100 or so exhibitions that I saw one person using alternative processes at that time. It was a multi-gum image. And it was beautiful, but it was the only one. I mean, all of it was full of these big color inkjet printed, imagery that really was so far away from what we do. And so it was kind of strange that I felt so out of place there. But now, from what I'm seeing from the response from all of you out in the world, is that everybody's catching on. And, a lot in Europe. I'm getting a lot of interest from Europe, which is great. And I know that you over there have a little bit more problem with getting different chemistry and things that we work with, which might be part of the problem. I'm not really sure. But I'm just glad to see that the word is spreading on all of this. And, we're not Luddites. We're not trying to be antiquarians. We're not trying to be, at least I'm not, I'm not trying to, I love, Steichen, and I love Stieglitz, and I love all of these people, but I'm not trying to be them. I'm just loving what I do, and I love creating my imagery, and I love creating my imagery by using my hands more so than I would be if I was just clicking buttons on my computer. And the thing is, I'm still clicking buttons on my computer. I mean, we're using a hybrid process here where I'm working with the computer to create digital negatives, and you've seen the videos on those that I've done, and so many people are interested in doing those. But it is fun to be able to make actual images on paper that are printed by our own hand, even though there is an inkjet printer involved, and even though there is a computer involved. Anyway, that argument's way over. I mean, we're not worried about that stuff anymore. It's just fun to see that this is growing, and that more and more people are interested in what type of printers we're using, and what type of process we're using, and what type of equipment there is. And it's just really great to have this going on, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Let's see here. I guess the last thing that I'm going to get to is the whole thing about the idea of the whole camaraderie of all of this. I've had a couple of comments from people that are, it's kind of strange to get certain comments from people. I know that there's other people out there that do these processes, and there's probably other people that do these things way better, but I'm not trying to be a competitive person here or anything like that. So I don't know. I'm just kind of hoping that kind of keeps laying low, as far as, if I'm doing something wrong, I enjoy being corrected, and I'm really happy to see that happen. But it's kind of funny to see some of the responses that I've had from, anyway, it's just one of those things. I'm not out here trying to claim the industry or trying to claim these processes or trying to claim any of this. This is just fun, and we're all having fun, and there's a lot of people doing what we're doing, and I'm hoping to include a lot of them in this, as I am in these studio visits. So anyway, I guess that's just kind of the last thing I wanted to say, is that I'm really happy that this has been a really fun and happy community. People have been really kind and really nice, and it's kind of not like the old days in the forums when we were all kind of, stretching for elbow room, and at the time we were all very afraid of losing our different materials because digital things were coming to the forefront so fast, and we were losing a lot of our materials, and I think it rubbed off on a lot of us, and a lot of us used to spar and things like that. But those days seem to be over, and I'm really happy to see that this has been really a well-spirited group of people that have been following along. So yeah, I think that's about it. It's great to speak with you live and off the top of my head like this. As you can see, I got the trailer getting ready out here. I'm going to be taking that on the road a bit too, and I know I was mentioning that last year, and that's still part of a larger project that I want to do some travel work with. But I'll get to that later. And but anyway, it's time to get cleaned up. Time to get the property here in shape and get ready for the leaves and the flowers. And I don't know about you, but I can't wait. And anyway, in 1 week, I'll be on the road. I'll try to get the LED video, the box video, the final one out before I leave. If not, my apologies ahead of time. And let's see. I think that's about it. I really appreciate watching. Perhaps the next live thing will be from Faroe Islands. So if so, please stick with me. And thanks again to everybody. Oh yeah, my Patreon group, I'm going to make a special video just for you. But the people that have been supporting me with Patreon, can't thank you enough. And if any of you listening to this are interested in that as well, that really helps me a lot. It's amazing how much it helps. You know, it's not a very large group, but it's really nice that the group out there is very supportive, and I can't thank you enough. So, okay, with that, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. I hope to talk to you again soon, and look for the LED box finish very soon, I hope. All right? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hey, Curtis. It's great. Such a nice day.